Right, so welcome everyone. We are here for round number 4 of Journeyman League Season 5. And currently in the lead of the championship is Game Goose, but he's not racing today. Seems like he's getting that usual bug where he cannot see the right color. So with him not racing, I think Joe Porsche is in a really good position for the title at this point. Because he should be able to gain quite a lot of points. And sadly, I think we could say BK as well in a good position because Tomatoes once again not appearing today. I don't think so. Or is he back to the grid? Oh, he's here actually. So, alright, never mind. With Tomatoes here, he's actually the one with a good position then for the title. But of course, Joe Porsche now just 3 points behind him. No, 2 points behind. Then we got BK 10 points behind Joe Porsche, so he's also up there. So yeah, you got what should be basically the top three now, only separated by 11 points. You
Short
just know that.
JT on pole
Yeah, you can see
right
Charge
now.
GT. I have no idea who this guy is, but as you can
He's
see,
debuting.
he's okay. So yeah, it's quite a nice debut. Then he's getting already provisional posts. As you can see, also Kader, obviously a very strong driver, but since he joined quite late in the season, very hard for him to take the title at this point. And then
Oh,
we got
Mr. Crunk
Carino as
with the
well.
fastest lap?
Oh, Crank with the yeah, getting pole position there. Really nice there. As you can see, he appears a lot in evening races, in mock races, and he practices a lot. And you can see the huge evolution. He used to be at the back at the beginning of season 4. Now coming to the end of season 5, he's already up there. So that's really nice to see from him. Because now the drivers are about to finish their last qualifying. Who's gonna get that pole position? Let's see. Ooh, Tomatoes now with the 32.93. Kader now up to second place. Current down to third, but still a good qualifying. Let's see how the grid will look like in a bit. And there he goes. Tomatoes for Verde. He's gonna get pole position to lap of 32.93. So the only sub 33 lap as we see Kader starting alongside. And we got Krank and Charge GT starting on the second row. Then on third row, we got one of the title containers, Joe Porsche and Carino in P6. Then we got PK in P7 and Out Coupe in P8. Then we got Hyper Mustang and Heads on his home Grand Prix, closing the top 10. And he got Joan and Osti in row number 6. Then row number 7, we got Mascarillas and Tolly. And then usually at the back, we got Fox in P15. So you can see a difference of 3.7 seconds, but from P14 it's only 2.3 seconds. So I believe Fox is would be out of that 107% rule. But of course, we don't have that here, so it's fine to race. I believe we're gonna get something like 20 laps racing. Maybe it's a bit more. I can check here. Oh, I guess
19.
soon we're gonna find out. So there it goes, 19 laps. As you can see, it's a wet start here. But will the drivers notice that? So as you can see that, yeah, they're starting to change the tire now for the Inters and... Oh, there we go, we're about to race. Charge JT is not changing his tires, he's gonna go on soft tires. So there we go now, Tomatoes with a good start. Mr. Correct now up to second place. We see Kyler now battling each other for that second place. We see Joe Porsche as well, but Tomatoes with a really good start, as you can see, already running away now. In the meantime, Kyler is trying to put himself now up to second with Carino also up there. And Hyper Mustang, as see going wider, he's gonna get pushed into the grass. As you can see now, Joe Porsche put himself now up to P4. Crank with not a good start, as you can see now. Going side by side with PK there. PK is gonna get the penalty out of nowhere. As you can see now, Craig now trying to pass the other Del Fox there, but now we see Jarvis going free wide for the lead of the race. As you can see now, Gather is on the inside. You can see, oh, big crash. Carino and Gather out of the track, and Tomatoes keeps the lead of the race. But now Joe Pars going for the switch back there. He's gonna try and take the lead of the race. There he goes. Meantime, looks like ATZ Toast is coming late to the race, so I don't think he can race now. So you can see now Tomatoes and Joe Parsh now diving on the inside, getting going side by side, a big mistake by Tomatoes there. Oh my god, this is the two title rivals right now, going racing with each other, and Joe Parsh takes the lead and Tomatoes makes a big mistake, as we see now Carino going deep to the grass on the final corners. In the meantime, looks like Keller going already to the pits. Looks like these these Inter tires starting not get the best. So yeah, the track almost drying up. Because he charged JPT, he's now basically last as he still yet to pit, but I guess he's gonna climb up some positions as now the others who struggled a bit on these inters to the end of this lap, and then they're gonna have to pit. But still, JT is gonna have really old tires now, so I think big mistake. Not sure if he knows how to change the tires or if he didn't notice that it was a wet track. You can see now, oh my god, BK, I think he wanted to pit, but he has to go backwards a little bit there, and now he's lost some time there. Really big loss of time. And right now, of course, we got 3 Porsche leading, but now, like Storm here, oh no. Can always stable. Okay, there he goes. The lobby is stabilized now. He got charged now up to second place out of nowhere. I think it's because of everyone else beating, so I guess he's a bit of an undercut, but of course now his tires are going to be really old, and I think everyone else won't have any troubles passing him. As you can see now, Galler and Carino getting past him, and as we see Upper Mustang with a big mistake on the chicane. Gonna get passed by Tomatoes, who's on a recovery run now. As you can see also Juan just appearing out of nowhere. You can see they're going now free wide into turn 1. Is this gonna end well? Ooh, looks like they managed to survive. Looks like they all break early, nice and early there, so they all survive. In the meantime, we got this massive battle for second place. It's Charge, JT, also Carino and Kader there. As you can see Carino now going for the inside. He's past Charge there. Now Kader going past him as well, so there you go. Nice teamwork, almost there. You see now who Kader make a mistake on the chicane, so Charge is gonna pass him back. I think I'm just gonna call him JT, it's easier, I would say. There you go, as you can see Kader trying to not get pushed off the track. Of course there's some big troubles here, as you can see he's gonna push him, he's still on turn 1 and not really nice there. As we see also Tomatoes now trying to climb up the grid. As you can see up to P4 already, though really nice. But a huge crash with Joe Porsche, now you can see you now getting pushed on the outside there, so yeah, now to P7 having the best of races. He has been dominating in JL this season. Was looking well for the title until he missed the last round in Kimi Ring. As you can see Joan making a big mistake. Now Tomatoes makes a mistake as well. So yeah, now he's in P6. He has 2 drivers right ahead of him. We see now Charge going for the outside, or JT going for the outside. You can see now Tomatoes trying to pass Mustang. Mustang goes really deep into the corner, but Tomatoes goes the opposite way. He goes too deep into the grass. We see also BK lost a lot of time in the pits, having to go backwards now, already up there in P5. Now trying to go to pass Hyper Mustang on the inside. I can see, oh, Tomatoes with the double overtake. Oh my god, that was really nice from Tomatoes there. Up to P4 he goes now, and but now he's gonna have quite a lot of drivers on his team, and that's not ideal. As you can see Hyper Mustang going for the inside, Joanne on the middle, BK as well there. Oh my god, they are going full wide there. They went 4 wide there. As you can see Joanne now up to P4. As you see now Hyper and BK and Tomatoes losing a lot. I think he should have gone defensive there. He just left the space and everyone went for it, so yeah, not easy soft tracks for overtaking, I would say. But if you leave the space, you're easily gonna get overtaken, so yeah, as you can see now, Hyper Mustang with a big mistake, and Tomatoes gonna get stuck behind, so that's really not ideal for him. He's on the medium tires. So he's the one losing a lot. Well, Hyper Mustang is not losing much, he's on the hards at least, so I guess going for hards at this point wouldn't be bad if you're gonna get stuck on the battle either way. In the meantime, you can see on pretty much paradise is Joe Porsche now leading the way, and he's looking well now for the title, as we see with Tomatoes struggling a lot today. I believe he could be much further up there, but sometimes there's some mistakes that he makes, and just makes it much harder for him to climb up the grid. And also, of course, the amount of crashes that he has been involved today. As you can see now BK now trying to go for the inside of Juan, and there goes BK up to P4. Tomatoes really trying to get close as these 2 drivers are battling each other, so there you go, they're going side by side, and Juan makes the move back. And there you go, Juan up to P4. Tomatoes really trying to capitalize on this, as these drivers are slowing down each other and losing time, and yeah, Tomatoes getting closer, and Hyper Mustang as well. So there you go, looks like we're gonna have a rain on the track, and so everyone certainly is gonna have to pit. I think Kader might lose a lot with this. Actually not, he does it. They will actually going to the pits, but so Pro Porsche might be the one losing a lot. As you can see old mediums, and he's gonna have to slide his way into the pits. As you can see now, it's gonna be much lower rain. That might save Juan, but not exactly sure, as once the light rain comes in, it might be already too wet, and I believe that the wet tires will be the best tires. There he goes now, Joe Porsche. Pitting, and he's gonna go for the wets. Do we see Carino now? Can he catch up to him? That's the big question, and
Ah, he
he's gonna
won't.
be really close there. As you can see now, Carino might go for the inside move, but there goes Joe Porsche. Just managed to keep the lead of the race, but now he lost all the gap that he had to Carino, so still a big loss there, but at least he's still leading the way. But now Carino might try and take it away, so there goes now Carino up to the lead. He just went to the inside and managed to make a move. You can see now Joe Porsche gonna have to try and find a way past back him. This now he's gonna have slightly better wet tires. Okay, sadly for him, this wet season not gonna last that long. As you can see now, now Joe Porsche somehow managed to pass him. Looks like they were about to go to a leg rocket, but Joe Porsche managed to leave there, and he takes the lead in a very weird way. You can see now, that's a little bit of grass. He really compromised the exit on turn 3, but and now Carino trying to pass him on the outside, but doesn't manage to do it. You see Joe Porsche now going defensive there. Carino now dive on the inside. Oh, there goes Carino trying to dive on the inside, but Joe Porsche takes the lead back again. There you go, these two drivers back. Oh my god, now Joe Porsche with a big mistake going deep into the sand. And with sand, as you might know, you just lose a lot of time there. So there goes Carino is leading the way now. And now Joe Porsche down to second place. In the meantime, we see BK in P4 with Joanne and Tomatoes now struggling a little bit on the rain. I believe, as he hasn't really managed to catch up to P5. But yeah, I do believe he still has much better pace, so let's see what can he do on his recovery.
Osti and Krank already pitted, as well as Koopa.
Yeah, the tractors seem to be getting dry pretty soon, so I think it's a good time to go into the pits at the moment. You can see also Fox. Fox not really that far away from the other drivers, just 6 seconds behind.
Yeah, and Koopa did a good recovery because when he pitted the first time, I saw him going backwards into his own pit box, so he had some issues there.
Yeah, so I guess BK wasn't the only one. There's quite a lot of chaos, I guess, when they have to pit. So yeah, you can see now, looks like Carino is staying out, and this might really damage his race. As you can see, I think he's pitting too late. Well, yeah, I think Carino really, I think maybe going for the gamble, but not sure if he's gonna play it out there for him. As you can see now, going to the pits, but I'm pretty sure Joe Porsche is gonna take it back, because he only has a 5-second gap. So there he goes, Joe Porsche takes the lead once again. And with 3 laps to go, I'm pretty sure he can keep it to the end, and so Carino is gonna have quite a lot of work to do. So let's see now. Looks like Joe Porsche made the big mistake on turn 3, I believe. And I think he went too deep into the grass on the inside, and now he's gonna have Carino with better tires trying to chase him off until the end of the race. So we got a race for the lead here.
Yeah, and Tomatoes, who was fighting for the lead, he kinda screwed up at turn 1 in the last lap and fell to 7th, and he's still fighting for a 6th right now.
I think Carino's chance to come ahead in this race is coming on that last turn. Joe Porsche has made a mistake on that last turn quite a few times. I guess the second last turn. So I think if he's going to do it, it's going to be there.
Yeah, it might be. You can see now only 3 laps to go until the end of the race, and it's Carino getting really close to Joe Porsche. So there he goes already on the slipstream, and with better tires, he might have a really good chance here to take the win of the race. I think first ever win for him. So there he goes, Carino. Taking the slipstream, he's gonna go for the move here on turn 1. He's gonna try it. No, Joe Porsche tries to defend it, but Carino takes the inside either way. So there he goes. Can he take the lead of the race? I think he can. There he goes, Carino up into the lead of the race with 2 laps to go. Can Joe Porsche keep the slipstream, or will Carino run away with the win? As you can see now, they are very close to each other, but I don't think that Joe Porsche is getting the slipstream either. So there he goes, Carino. Might be cruising for the first ever win in JL, and really amazing race for him, I would say. But still, Joe Porsche is gonna get some good points on Tomatoes, as Tomatoes is struggling a lot today. It seems maybe he's getting a little bit nervous today. He got so many crashes and mistakes early on, and probably so much pressure on this race, I would say. As he's probably not used to this. So yeah, you can see now Joe Porsche still close to Carino, but his tires are worse now with half a lap to go. And I think Carino is really on for the win here. As you can see, now making that chicane for the final time. And now he's gonna make the final corner for the final time, so There he goes. El Carino is gonna take the win here on the Dutch Grand Prix. And Joe Porsche is gonna take second place. And Gather is gonna complete the podium. Then BK is gonna finish on P4. Because in the meantime, Juani is gonna finish in P5. With Tomatoes now finishing only P6 today. Then we got Tosti finishing P7, then Mustang P8.
Oh, and Koopa just passed Kronk in the last corner and had almost caught up to Kronk.
Oh. Yeah, as you can see now the driver is just about to finish. Looks like Fox is the only one to finish now. Oh, there we go.
GG,
I guess
Carino.
screen is glitched because he left.
Yeah, he shouldn't have left.
Well,
But
I don't
he's
think
first anyway. He was clearly
yeah, it's
first.
not worth a disqualification. At least, I mean, I'm not complaining, but yeah. Just make sure you know. Anyways, P5. That's. Whew. I'm happy. I'm really happy with that. Jesus. Good race, y'all.
That was a fun one to watch, guys. Good job.
That was one of the most frustrating races I've done in a while. Track was
Yeah.
You're
filled
battling
with idiots
Kronk.
today.
I noticed your
Well, I
your
think-
first few laps. That was hell.
Juan sent me off twice in the first lap, and after that, Osti was just
Oh, did
impossible to race against.
I'm sorry, first lap was a little chaotic.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I'm
do
not-
my
I mean,
best. I do my
it's-
best
it's-
to drive
it is an
safely,
extremely-
but
it is I'm very glad that I didn't record because I did say some bad stuff. But you know, it's in the moment. I mean,
not
I
surprising.
don't blame you. It's a tight track to race.
I
on.
mean, yeah, the first few laps were chaotic, but once I tried up, at least from my perspective, it was a pretty clean race most of the way.
Oh, it was not. I mean,
I
feel especially bad for Krunk. Krunk just
Oh.
got fucked over on every turn of the race.
Sadly, Kronk got screwed up at the last corner of the race by Koopa.
He got constantly screwed up. Every time I saw him, he got sent off the track by someone.
I mean,
Usually
yeah,
Why does it always happen to Krunk? Like I have the feeling every time something bad happens, it happens to Krunk.
uh,
It's the Canadian